Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny, Bert, the Dividend Diplomat. We have an exciting weekend lined up here for all of you viewers. We found two sectors that have some great signs of undervaluation in this ever increasing stock market. But with that, today I'm going to cover a stock in one of the sectors that I really like. And in tomorrow's video, Lanny's going to cover some stocks that he really likes in this one sector. So buckle up, get ready. It's Dividend Mania weekend, everybody. Let's find some undervalued stock to buy.
Let's go, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Give a nice thumbs up for Bert the Hurt and I. Almost to 19,000 subs, guys. So give us some love here on the channel. Your favorite dividend investors here, guys. So Bert got a nice read. Oh, little sneak peek there.
Yeah.
Down 14% this year. Down 7% since last year. Almost 100 billion by market cap. We are not talking about realty income. So if you came for realty income, yeah, just get ready for what we're about to discuss.
That's right, because we're going to talk about one of my other favorite REITs I've been talking about, American Tower Corp, ticker symbol AMT. I've been scooping up shares of this REIT for my wife's Roth account over the last year. Love this company. As you said, lady, they're one of the largest REITs out there, $88 billion market cap. I found out doing research. They are in the Fortune 500 companies. They're number 373. So this is a massive worldwide global REIT. I love this company. They're big in the cell towers. They're getting into data centers too with a recent acquisition. So they're going where the world's going. People aren't connecting to less devices. They're connecting to more devices. So AMT is positioning themselves well to build and capture this growth for decades to come.
Yeah, I mean, like you said it, and they, came out with some nice guidance, guys. They raised their funds from operation guidance, which is the equivalent of EPS for the REITs. They do some fun quarterly dividend
Mhm.
increases, don't they, Bert?
Yeah,
Um,
because when you look at it and you see this, like the increase announcement on Seeking Alpha, you'll sometimes forget that it's quarterly. And you'll be like, ah, shoot, that was a terrible increase. That was a 3% increase. Oh, no, only 2%, only 4%. But then you remember, hey, they actually increase it quarterly. So it's compounding on top of it. In 2023, they had a 9% total dividend growth rate when you add in where it started to where it ended. The year before, it was 11.4%. So American Tower is not afraid to increase its dividends, especially in that rising rate interest environment that we saw in 2023.
exactly, guys. This is AMT. By the way, if you own AMT, if you own the tower here, guys, let us know in the comments below. Give us a nice thumbs up if you own it. What is your favorite REIT? Drop that as well in the comments below. And Bert, you own this, you've been buying it. You own over 17 shares. Is this in your individual taxable account or an IRA?
Roth, Roth, so
Roth.
it's all tax free. So we love it. That's where I typically put my REITs. I don't try not to try to avoid having them in the traditional account. So I keep them all there in that Roth.
Bert likes to say, "Hey, Uncle Sam, here's my middle finger, and it's gonna stay over here."
Yeah,
Uh, and they pay in the second month of the quarter. So did you already get your dividend check this month, Bert?
I did. Yeah, it paid, I think it was February 1st. So it is nice. It's a nice little cherry on top when you can add income in a month. We consider one of the off months because there's so many companies that pay you a dividend in that third quarter. It's stacked. It's short, huge amount of companies. So it's nice when you can kind of round out that monthly income, especially one day when you're looking to live off that income.
Exactly. And hopefully AMT's tower wasn't the one that was causing some big disruption, I guess, amongst the AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile users
Yeah.
that people experienced here. Because we're filming this here on February 22nd, guys.
I love it. So what are we going to do here? We're going to run them through our stock screener. Focuses on three metrics and that bonus metric, but because it's a REIT, we're going to swap in FFO for EPS. So that first metric is price to FFO ratio. Second metric, payout ratio less than 60%. Three, history of increasing dividends. And four, that bonus metric, the dividend yield. Let's talk about some stocks here, Lanny.
Let's talk about it, guys. AMT again as of February 22nd, trading at $188 and 1 penny. Again, down 14% this year. Ooh, that's kind of nice, Bert. I'm really liking it. And now, do you think that they're dropping simply because of the lower growth guidance that they expect, as well as interest rates possibly staying higher for longer?
I'm going to go with option number two from your menu there, the interest rate environment. It's a lot of REITs have just gotten beaten down this year. Everyone jumped up so much, especially in this sector in December and the beginning of January when everybody was just expecting rates to drop. Everyone was like, hey, 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 things are great. They're just marching down like, hey, hey, pointing, get all the lights going by. But it's not a coincidence that their price fell immediately once the Fed threw some cold water on that. So I'm going to say that decrease is fully attributable to the lack of dividend cut, not dividend cuts, the lack of interest rate cuts that people are expecting now.
Pretty bold statement there for Bert, guys. So again, down this much right now. The funds from operations, they're expecting 2023 to wrap up around 985. So it's a little bit of growth right now. FFO expectations about $10.31. So that leads to a price to FFO of 18.24. So definitely below the market, kind of higher than what we've seen in the stock market, definitely higher than at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. But quality stocks aren't cheap. And that's one of the biggest takeaways we could probably say for 2023 and 2024. Sometimes it's better not to chase the cheapest because you pay what you get for sometimes.
Don't go chasing dividends. So guys, so you already so the payout ratio is
Yeah.
66%, so freaking low for a REIT. I mean, plenty of room to keep paying and growing that dividend, as Bert said, a quarterly dividend growth stock here. Quarterly increases.
Yeah, they have a 5-year dividend growth rate of 15%. So the 2023 growth rate of 9%, 2022 of 11.4 was a little bit below, but it was still incredible that they were even in the ballpark of that 5-year dividend growth rate. It shows how committed management is right now. And they've increased those quarterly dividends for 11 plus consecutive years.
They all committed to the dividend. So guys, I mean, 11 years, which really, would you argue that it's like if they do it every quarter, 4 quarters a year, are you saying there's like been maybe close to 44 increases over this time
Yeah,
period?
that's right. Realty Income has no problem saying they have 100 consecutive quarterly dividend increases. So why not throw it on there for American Tower? Now that we're talking about that yield, though, it's not the highest for a REIT, so we'll just get that one out right there. Their dividend yield is 3.62%, more than double the S&P 500, but yes, it is pretty low for the standards in the industry. This is never going to be the highest yielding REIT.
Hmm. But you're making it up for the growth because typically, like, oh, you're growing maybe 3 to 5% a year. And, I know Crown Castle, you probably don't grow as much anymore either over there. So if you can grow at above 7% on, AMT, that goes pretty well with that 3.62% yield. And wait, what did you say that 5-year average yield was, Bert?
If Y charts is correct, which I'm relying on Y charts, it's 2.17%. So it's
Wow.
nearly, yeah, it's a huge premium compared to that 5-year average dividend yield.
Wow. Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
yes. Yeah, so let's summarize here. Price to FFO is 18, payout ratio is 66%, 5-year dividend growth rate 15, 11 years increasing dividend, and a yield of 3.62%. Those are the metrics here for AMT.
Wow. So, Bert, what are you thinking? What are you doing? Are you looking to buy at these prices? Do you want it to be at like 180, 185, or
Nah, I'm still in accumulation mode for this position. I want to get the goal of at least 20 shares. I'd love to get 25 shares. So sure, I'd love to buy at 185. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not going to say, oh, 185 is terrible. I'd never do it. I kind of don't want to wait though. I'd love to just get this up to 20 and start building it towards 25 to get to that point where we can call it the Lanny stubborn zone, where you might be like a penny or two off and you have a large enough position and you can just wait. But I'm not quite there yet. I want to build this position. I want to build it rapidly because we only have 17 shares.
because we only got so much time?
Yeah, that's right. So everyone, let me know what you think of American Tower. Are you buying this REIT? Do you own them? Or are you looking elsewhere, some other competition with Crown Castle? I know they're working through some activist investors, some proxy fights. So I'm just doing this one to Crown Castle. And I'm focusing on what I know is quality here at the American Tower, but I'd love if you're doing something different.
Yeah, let us know, guys. Keep saving, keep investing. Let's get to financial freedom. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this channel, guys. Spread it, baby. Let's get this dividend investing going here in 2024.
And remember, if you're not with us, you're against us. Jack.
That was Bert, the Hurt Man, and Lanny from the DD over and out.